Hello. Welcome to Jimbo 360. Happy New Year's to everyone. Musta na? Uh, I started my New Year by going to my chiropractor. Nag-decide ako na I'm gonna have him check my lower back, and also kasi dito sa my right shoulder, medyo parang sumasakit din, I think it happened when I was taking a shower na nabanat yata, parang parang na something like a frozen, something, kasi nasaktan sometimes when you got hurt, especially shoulder. It can turn to frozen shoulder. So but I've been trying to exercise because I already experienced that. um, and then I was able to fight it, and it was getting better, but I just figured maybe I'll go see my chiropractor. Actually, I'm gonna tell you, my chiropractor, wala akong masyadong trust sa mga chiropractor, or I don't really know them, and I'm always worried because when every time you hear the cracking sound, it's so scary. Iniisip ko mamaya, kung hindi marunong or baka lalo ka lang ma-injure, so that's in my mind. And then finally, this I think about 3-4 years ago, I have a frozen shoulder, and I have that frozen shoulder on my left shoulder for at that time I have that for like 2.5 years. So finally, what is a frozen shoulder? In case people doesn't know, frozen shoulder is that means sometimes you cannot lift your hand, all the way up, up to a certain point lang, so kalati lang, you can go straight like up to here, something like that. You cannot go any higher. So anyway, and then after 2.5 years, I say, you know what, I'm going to try. I'm going to try, the chiropractor, because I used to go to therapy and then I quit on therapy. I think went to therapy like a sixth time. I'm the person that doesn't like to get a massage, but when you have pain, when I have that frozen shoulder, at first I went to a specialist. I don't know what you call that specialist. I couldn't remember the terms, the kind of doctor. And then the doctor gave me some shot, like a cortisone shot, and then asked me to go for therapy. And when went to the therapy, I did not really like it because actually I like it. Let me just put it this way: I like it, but it's like an hour therapy. But actually, they were just massaging me for like 10 minutes, which is I really, it's a shame. I thought they should do it more. Basically, they give you 10 minutes massage, and then after that, they will ask you to go those to do your own exercise on those machine. So I like for me, it's just like a wasted time. Because if it's just a machine, I can do it on my own. I go to therapy to get the massage, to get the help, but they give you like a top 10 minutes. If you get a good one, you will love it. But then if you got maybe a lazy one, they were just like playing with your arms. uh, so anyway, I at that time I really enjoyed the massages when I had the pain. And lalo pag binabanatan ako, lalo na pag lalaki, malakas magbanat. Sarap na sarap ako. Anyway, but then they give you 10 minutes. So I said, maybe I go to chiropractor, kasi chiropractor, that's all they do is banatang ka, di ba? They adjust you. So I went there. I was so scared, but I read his review. His name is Dr. Ryan. uh, And then I was reading his review, very good review. So I finally, convinced myself to go see him. And before I go see him, I call his office, and then I spoke to his wife. His wife is also very nice, and I explained the situation. I said I'm coming in for frozen shoulder. I wonder if he can help me. The wife said, okay, let me talk to the doctor first. That was her husband. So and then she get back to me and she said, okay, I spoke to Dr. Ryan, and then he said he think he can help you, because he has experience with these things. So I said, okay, good. And then I went there, and then he explained to me. He took time, he explained to me that he has done frozen shoulder before, and he explained what he's going to do with me, and and then he started to adjust my shoulder, but then he also have to adjust the other part of my body. Almost he's doing the whole body, but he concentrate on that frozen shoulder more, give more time. And I was so exhausted, like I told him, like, every time I go there, I feel like I went to a battle, like a war zone, and then every time I go out, when I finish with the chiropractor, the minute I walk out, I have to take like a pain pain medication, like Advil or something, because it was. I mean, he really stretch you, but feel good. But you feel good, but and then you're gonna feel sore, you're gonna feel pain, for a day or two, but don't get discouraged, because it was working, it was helping. He really, check, he explained everything that he's doing, and he always tell me, like, he has to build trust with you, and I trust him, because he, he's very calm, very, very nice personality. And then he will tell me when he's going to start my cracking, like give me a warning, and tell me to relax. Say, okay, relax, and then crack. And then once the crack, and I say, okay, good, good, that's done, and then he'll do the other side or something like that. But he's very calm. But you feel, you trust, you trust him, you trust, he knows what he's doing. And I'm telling you, frozen shoulder for 2.5 years, after six session with him, he fixed it. Monday, I was just so happy I was able to lift my hand up. It's almost like a miracle. So I gave him a very good review. I wrote down a very nice review for him, on one of those social media about the doctor, And then today I went to see him again, and I told him about my lower back pain, due to my fall. And then also my right shoulder this time, it's giving me a little problem, and he adjusted. And then he told me that even if you don't feel any, if you don't he was telling me that even you don't feel pain, it's good to see a chiropractor, like almost like a maintenance plan, just to like stretch you, and then just to make you feel relaxed. And I start to think that I do agree with him, though, because we go through a lot of stressful in life. And I think this, my right shoulder also, what happened to my right shoulder is because I was on the computer for so long, like on YT, and also I do Photoshop a lot. So you sometimes you like in the same position, holding the mouse, that also not good, so I, every time now and then when I do like that, I would break like 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, I will take a break. So anyway, I just want to share with you my new year, started how I started my new year. But one thing I really like is when you stay in an area that for so long, you make a lot of friends, and then I'm talking about like those, like doctor. We have a doctor that we go to for like maybe almost 20 years. We have a dentist we love, that we always go to, that we trust also. And then I have a car mechanic that I also like trust. Um, Before, when I go to when I every time I go to a mechanic, like a car problem, okay, when my car has a problem, before I usually take it to, I still take it to the dealer, but sometime what happened one time is the dealer said is something's wrong with my, I could not remember what is it, like alternator. He said alternator, and it would cost me like 1,000, 1,200. And then I said, you know what, my car is new. I said I need to get an opinion. So I went to this mechanic that I was telling you, and then he said no, it's just you just need a new battery. I think I share it with on the other block. But before I went to my mechanic, I went to AutoZone, those car parts place, and then they check it. They say alternator is fine. It's just the battery. And then I went 2 days later. I went to my mechanic that I trust, and he confirmed it's just the battery. But that's what I'm saying. Sometimes the car dealer, the what do you call that? The car dealer, no, not the car dealer. I forgot the right word. Your dealer, yeah, your dealership, whatever your car is, Toyota or what, Sometimes I don't know. I just you always get too good to have a second opinion, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Every time, if I took it to my mechanic, I don't have to have any worry. If he tell me like it's gonna cost you like 450, that's exactly you'll be paying out the door. Tax is included. Sometimes it will go lower, but it will never go higher. It's always right on the on, unless he finds something else wrong. And then if sometimes he finds something else wrong, he will tell me, and then give me an option. He say, okay, this, you don't have to do it now, you can do it in 3 months or 4 months. It's up to you. He give you an option. Love this guy. Just love all the all the people that we have eventually met, and also almost like become friends. Yep. It just as it's supposed to be a short video. I think it's about 12 minutes. I'm gonna give a shout out later. So bye for now.